This is the terrifying moment a violent robber posing as a delivery driver led an armed gang to raid a family home. The ordeal, captured on CCTV, shows that once inside the property in Walsall, West Midlands, the gang threatened a grandmother with a knife and held a gun to her 11-year-old grandson's head, as he pleaded, "Please don't shoot my granddad, don't stab my grandma." The 6 armed robbers stole a Rolex, 2 sets of car keys and expensive jewelry including 2 bangles, a chain and 2 pendants from the property shortly before 12:30 p.m. on Wednesday. They also attempted to steal a Mercedes and a Range Rover from the driveway but failed as both had an anti-theft device installed. West Midlands police are said to have taken the Range Rover for forensic examination. The force confirmed it is investigating an aggravated robbery and has launched an urgent appeal for information. CCTV captured the gang entering the property after the first member rang the doorbell posing as a delivery driver. The father of the young boy said his son was very shook up. He added, "These guys had guns. They put a gun to his head and they put a knife to my mom's throat, which is his grandmother. Then they put a gun to my dad's head." The 45-year-old said his son was crying and screaming, but the gang weren't bothered as they grabbed him and threatened to tie him up and strangle him. Footage also shows the men leaving the home and getting into a Range Rover on the driveway, before fleeing on foot when the immobilizer kicked in. When the family asked the robbers, "What do you want?" they demanded cash. The father said, "We don't have cash at home, nobody has cash these days. They said arrange it for us." Then they started going through my mom's handbag. 10 minutes after the break-in, the man's brother turned up in his Range Rover. The distraught man said of the young, "They have walked him back in the house and they said if you want to see your parents alive, shut your mouth and get back inside. They said take your chain off, take your bangles off, give us your car keys." The father believes his brother's arrival sparked fear among the robbers and led them to flee. He said the gang were equipped with cable ties which he thinks were intended to be used to tie up his family, and the ordeal would have gone on for hours had his brother not turned up. After the gang fled, around 20 neighbors turned up to help. They were alerted to the incident on the estate's WhatsApp group. The father said the incident has scarred his son for life. He added, "We went back to my parents' house this morning and he was scared to go back inside the house. My mom has been awake all night. She says she keeps seeing the same people over and over again." A spokesman for West Midlands Police said, "We are aware of CCTV footage circulating on social media showing a number of men trying to steal a Range Rover from the drive before running off.